doing? Welcome to the Who Hiker page. If you've not been here before, welcome back if you have been here before. Well, what are we doing today? Today we are doing a second leg of the Augustine Camino. That is Aylesford to Thurnham, the Black Horse, somewhere on the Pilgrim's Way. So we start at Aylesford today. If you can just look over my shoulder, is the old bridge at Aylesford, built in 1250. So just have a look around. Little river there. So there's a bridge, built with local rags though, so built in 1250. There's the church. So not far from the Friars. This is where we finished the last time. Well, actually we finished at the station last time, but we came through here. We've got Smallman, we have got Noxie.
Morning.
How you doing?
I'm good, thank you.
Yeah, ready for this today?
Yeah, looking forward to doing the second stint. See
Yeah.
what stamps we can get today.
Yeah, nice and flat today, eh?
Yeah, I don't think so, do you? No, definitely not. But hey, gotta get used to them hills and see how it goes.
Aylesford to Thurnham, or Cold Blow as it's called in the book. It's about 10 miles. Terrain wise, yeah, it's not going to be great, to be fair. I'm looking forward to it, but yeah, it's a walk out. I tell you what though, it's taters out here today. You could freeze the brass monkeys off of anything. Hopefully it's going to get a bit warmer, but I think it's just barely above 0 at the moment. So yeah, we're going to crack on. We head out of here and down towards a place called Pratlin Street, then get off road and head up to back up another hill, sort of around Kitscoty, and I'll keep you informed as we go. So catch you in a bit. Right, so as you come down to Aylesford, you walk along Rochester Road, go all the way along there, and then you'll find Pratlin Street. And you walk down Pratlin Street right to the very end. When you get to the end, you'll see a little row of white houses, and you take a footpath off to the right. It is signposted. There is a little Camino sign there. Just be careful when you're walking down through Pratlin Street, because it is quite a busy road. I think it's the staff entrance to the Waitrose place that you see on the right hand side. And then yeah, let me show you where we go. So that's where you come up. There's the houses here. There's some houses over there which are on your left as you come down that road. You walk along here and you go that way. There's Noxie up in the distance walking away. But yeah, good walk so far. So it's all been tarmac, so it's not been too bad. It's just a bit chilly. So once you walk up that track, just keep walking up that track and you'll go through a few farm buildings. You'll come to a bit of a T-junction where one track goes straight ahead and the other one slightly bends around to the right. That actually goes past the farmhouse. Follow that track and then just follow it and you'll come to a T-junction. Turn right at the T-junction, follow it down a little way and you'll see some steps to a footbridge that takes you back over the Bluebell Hill dual carriageway. And also when you get to the bottom of it, it brings you out to Twylam Barn, where I was hoping to get a cup of coffee, but like everything when we hike, it's shut. So there's the other side of the footbridge you come along. There's our Camino trail that we're following. Road over there is Bluebell Hill, and then Twylam Barn is here. So a bit gutted that it's shut, but there you go. Should have got a stamp here. Doesn't look like we're going to. As you come down to the footpath, you head for the old Boxley Abbey. This is the remains of Boxley Abbey, and we'll go past some of the ruins. So kind of comes down through here. There's the old Abbey wall, and this was the main Abbey gate. So this was founded somewhere around 1140 something and built, and it was another one of the French merchants that came over here and done this. And finally in about 1524, when all the abbeys were destroyed under the command of Henry VIII, this was part of that. So yeah, not much of it left, but you can just see around the outskirts, amongst all the sheep that is, some of the wall here. It's worth coming down to have a look. Yeah, happy days. have a good scratch. So when you come across that field, you come to a gate, and then there's a stile here, and then there's another one across there. But as you can see, getting across this at the moment, we've got old Trigger here that doesn't want to let us past. But I think he's going to now. Hello. It's coming awfully close now. There's the stile straight across the other side of the field. I know you've got an itch, mate, but he's looking very smug with himself, herself, whatever. There's another one. Right, he's gonna go back to having a scratch now. So that was quite funny, but listen, it's always an issue going across the field with animals, horses and stuff like that. Yeah, try not to scare them. It's their field, not your field. But there's always some anticipation. You know, you hear these stories. Just try not to antagonise them, and I think they generally leave you alone. Yeah, but I'm going across it eventually anyway. So if you come this way, straight across the field, you see the stile straight the other side, and straight across to that. Note to self, always keep an eye on your map when you're walking. So the escapade through the horses field and everything else you've just seen, we needn't have done that. When you come down the Abbey Lane and go down to the Abbey, double back on yourself. It's not the path that we took. We just keep going past the houses, and there's a tiny little alleyway, and that's the route you need to take. So this is it. So there's the Abbey Road. You just see the sign in the distance past them cars, and then you come back, and then that's the route you need to take. So just headed down right through the old vineyards, come all the way out, and it brings you out by the King's Arms. The website says you can get one of the El Camino stamps in the King's Arms. Well, apparently you can't. Yeah, the less said about the greeting in the King's Arms, probably the better. But you can obviously not get a stamp there. And this is where it brings you out. There's the King's Arms, where you cannot get a stamp in there. And then you come across the road to the church. Again, allegedly you can get a stamp in there, which the chances are ain't going to happen. So I might give up on that stamp in the passport malarkey. But hey ho. So we are All Saints Church, Church of St Mary. This, our path actually runs the other side of that wall, but we're going to give it a go, see if we can get the snap. What do you reckon? Open or shut? Open or shut? Actually, you might be able to get a brew in here as well. Let's see what happens. Open. Well, so that was the Church of St Mary. Got in there, cup of coffee, just cost us a donation. Absolutely lovely lady in there that's you know, a bit of history about the church and that, so welcoming. So listen, if you're on this trail and you come down here, as I said, skip the King's Arms, come over to the church, Church of St Mary. The opening times will be on the so welcoming there, the lady. They told us a bit of history about the church. Yeah, well, just come in there and have a look. The church is beautiful. It's absolutely stunning. Didn't get to have a good look around it because there was, I think, a service about to be started. But yeah, it's nice. And then you've got one of the memorials behind us to the fallen. Once you come all through the fields, you get to Harpole Lane, and you walk up Harpole Lane and keep going, and going some more, all uphill. And then you work your way to Jade's Crossing, which goes over the main motorway. Really sad story of Jade's Crossing. It was a footbridge that was put in place after a 20-year campaign to get a crossing on this really busy road. And Jade was with her grandmother when she was unfortunately involved in an accident, and both of them lost their life. That was back in 2000, December 2000. Yeah, there is a plaque, I am reading some of it. But yeah, very sad. So the public got together, and this bridge was put into place. And Jane's still remembered to this day with the namesake of the bridge. So, yeah. Bless her little soul. Once you come off of the Jade Crossing, just follow the road, follow your nose down, you'll come to the Cockhorse Inn. And then just directly opposite, you've got the Pilgrim's Way, which you can take up to the Black Horse, or you can turn right and go down by St Martin's, and there's a footpath that runs along there and then comes back up to the Black Horse pub. Either, they're both really good walks. We're not sure which one we're going to take. We'll probably go down to St Martin's and then come back up around. But when you come to the Cockhorse pub, if you're collecting your stamps for your pilgrim passport, they have got a stamp in there, and they're very nice in there. And polite, unlike the last place we went to, which I've now found out that don't do stamps. However, they still wasn't very polite, so yeah, that's my bad. But they still wasn't polite. Okay, and we're just sitting here, just on the edge of the Pilgrim's Way now, just by the memorial. Just had some scoff, and then we've probably got another couple of miles to do, and then happy days. So, what do you reckon of the walk so far?
I've really enjoyed today's actually. I think there's a few bits we haven't covered before. I'm kind of seeing some, although it's quite local to me, it's still areas that I've not seen. So it's been a really, really pleasant walk. I've enjoyed it.
And the hills?
Okay today, not as bad as the first week. There was a gigantic hill that was there. But yeah, I think they've been more steady inclines today. So not too bad at all. I'd say it's a nice little walk. I'd recommend it.
The other thing I would say is, the signage for this Augustine Camino is not great. You definitely need to have a map book and have your wits about you. We went wrong today, but we soon came back on track, and that was looking at the OS map that was back on track. But just if you get a guidebook, it literally does tell you. Don't rely on the web page, because that's a bit sparse. The guidebook will put you more or less bang on to where you've got to be and where you've got to go. It's about £7. You get it off the website, or you can have a look at most of the churches and the places where you get the stamps advertise the book, but unfortunately a lot of them are sold out of it, so it must be a popular walk, and on that basis you would have thought it would have been signposted better, but it's not really. As long as you can read a map, you ain't going to go far wrong. But, yeah. So another few miles and we're done. And the sun's coming out now, which is great. It's been absolutely freezing today. The wind has been absolutely cutting. But when the wind goes and the blue sky comes out, you just see some of it just up that way. Yeah, no real wildlife on this trail today, which has been disappointing. A couple of horses, as you see. But other than that, yeah. So we're going to crack on, and I'll catch you at the end. So that's it now, that's that leg done. Cracking walk today. Pilgrim's Way is fantastic, and that was a really, really good walk. So we're back. It's the Black Horse pub where you stop at. Obviously, when you got a stamp, you want to get your stamp, you go down to the little hotel here. But this pub, the Black Horse in Thurnham, beautiful, absolutely. It's a real stunning pub. The food's fantastic, and they're very friendly. So it's right on the Pilgrim's Way. There's accommodation here if you're doing this walk. Highly recommended, highly recommended. Right, I'm going to push off back to Aylesford, grab the car, and then we'll sign off from there. But yeah, this pub's cracking. So this is it. This is the Black Horse, and the Pilgrim's Way. So next time we come, the Pilgrim's Way goes down that way, and that's where we're going to start from here and head down that way next time. So that's it. Back at Aylesford now. That weather's turned a bit nippy now, so I think we made that just in time. Listen, as I said, I think right from the start, this was a cracking little trip. It just worked out around about 10 miles-ish. Hills weren't too bad. The signage is a bit of a pain in the arse, I think I said a few times during the video. So take a map and understand where you're going. Yeah, it's been enjoyable. Well, that's it. Another one done in the bag.
Yeah, I really enjoyed today's. I think it was probably better than the first stint. So lots of places we could get the stamp as well. Places on track. So yeah, thoroughly recommend that walk.
And the next stretch is?
Thurnham to
Doddington?
Doddington, that's the one. Thurnham to Doddington. Looking forward to that.
So listen, as always, you know the drill. get outdoors, go and have some fun, go and explore where you live, wherever that may be. You know, we're Kent at the moment, exploring that, and it's absolutely stunning. Doesn't matter where you live, there is somewhere to go and see and explore. So get out, go and have some fun, wrap up warm. You know, no such thing as bad weather, as they always say, just bad clothing. I beg to differ, so the next time it's peeing down with rain, I'll remind myself of that. But anyway, listen, always great to have your company and watching these videos. If you like what you see, put something in the comments. If you don't like what you see, put it in the comments. If you've got anything you think that can make these videos better or help us to get reach out and get more views. Unfortunately, the last one, I don't know why, but you know, 24 views in a week is not brilliant. I'm not sure what I'm doing wrong. So if anyone's got any comments, just drop them down here, good, bad or indifferent. But be gentle with me. But anyhow, back to business. Get outdoors, stay safe, go and enjoy yourselves, and yeah, be good. And I'll see you next time. Stay safe.